40-30.
Just remember, I'm still mad at you because you also maybe predict the winners of the 2 semifinal men's matches.
You picked Newcomb.
I picked Newcomb. Shows you how much I know about it.
You also picked Connors.
Out, game Tanner. Tanner leads 2 games to 1.
Connors down but not hurt. You might have seen that ball hit some chalk, but it would be the doubles line wide, well wide of the court.
No one has to tell you why you need insurance, because you know that the possibility of loss to your car, your home, or your business is always present. And you know how much you stand to lose. Like most insurance companies, Commercial Union offers a complete line of property casualty protection for both home and industry to help put you back on your feet in the event of a tragedy. But at Commercial Union, we're also concerned with stopping tragedies before they start. It's called loss prevention, and in loss prevention, we're a recognized leader in the insurance business, with on-site industrial inspections and safety checks, and educational materials for homeowners, all designed to stop tragedies before they start. Loss prevention, because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Commercial Union, one of the largest international insurance groups in the world.
Don't forget tomorrow afternoon on CBS, the U.S. Open Tennis Finals, men's and women's, with $22,500 going to the champion in both categories. The richest of all the tournaments, and certainly we have had the finest field perhaps of all time here at Forest Hill.
Terrific depth. You know, I remember playing here 20 years ago, and you really didn't play a really threat, a good tennis player, until perhaps around the 16 of the quarterfinals. Around here now, when you show up, brother, you better be ready.
Tony Trabert speaks with great authority because he won this championship twice. 1953 and again in 1955.
Now they're checking that ball. It's dead. The point will be replayed. Roscoe Tanner could tell when he hit it that it obviously had broken.
Do they add another ball now?
No, they will not add another ball because it would be different, a different weight, different feel than the others.
That first service, was that a broken ball?
Broken ball. Our umpire, Doug Stewart.
2 serves.
Oh.
Boy, Tanner's been banging it around. Wonder it lasted this long.
That's right.
Gets to the net in a hurry, doesn't he?
Well, he kicked the serve, which doesn't travel as fast, gives him more time to get in, and Roscoe sort of chopped underneath the backhand cross court, floated up in the air, and he just kept on charging. Again, Tanner did not bend down. Bend at the knees, bend at the waist for that low ball. You get a lot of low ones on grass courts.
Out, 40-15.
Connors tried to just sort of caress that one-hander down the line, just try to get it deep, not too hard. Again, hit underneath the ball, sort of opened the face of the racket, and she went well over the baseline.
Out, game Connors. Games are 2-all in the third set.
2-all in the third set. Connors has won the first two 7-6, 7-6. Ken Rosewall is comfortably in the locker room. He's won his match over Newcomb. He's in the finals. Yvonne Goolagong and Billie Jean King are in the women's finals. And you'll see both the men's and women's finals tomorrow on CBS, tomorrow afternoon.
Again, the acknowledgement from Roscoe. You heard him say, yep. The ball ticked the top of the net.
Helicopter coming overhead.
Connors on the attack.
Oh. 15-30.
I don't think Roscoe's getting quite as much kick on that second serve as he'd like. And as you mentioned earlier, Pat Summerall, Connors just really tees off on the second serve, tries to hit outright winners, and he's done it very frequently. Service break for Jimmy Connors.
In the third set.
And time is running out for Roscoe Tanner. He's lost the first two sets. He now trails 3-2 in the third set.
Ooh, kids treat walls like floors. So Pittsburgh Paints now makes wall-hide latex flat wall paint more washable than ever, using our exclusive new microflow process. Wall-hide's tough finish cleans up with soap and water. Fingerprints, stains, and dirt wipe away easy. New Wall-Hide, the only microflow paint. 'Cause kids treat walls like floors. Wherever you see me, the Pittsburgh Paints Peacock.
See this, sir? $1,000 in lessons. My back kid took 6 years of hard work. But no matter how much I put into my game, believe me, I get a lot more out of it.
Jockey makes handsome, comfortable tennis wear. At Jockey, we're as serious about making tennis wear as you are about playing tennis.
Nice shot.
With Tony Trabert, this is Pat Summerall at the West Side Tennis Club, Forest Hills, New York. And this is a semifinal match between Jimmy Connors and Roscoe Tanner. Connors just broke Tanner. He leads 3-2 in the third set, serving now with new balls. Connors won the first two sets in tiebreakers, 7-6 both of them.
Out 15 love.
He's played superb tennis. Unseeded Roscoe Tanner knocked off Stan Smith and Eli Anastasi, both seeded, to reach the semifinals.
Net. First service.
The winner of this U.S. Open, Pat, will win $22,500, runner-up $10,800, losing semifinalists $5,400. They get, the winners get automobiles, solid state watches from Benris. They get all kinds of loot besides that green stuff.
Out 15 all. Ball.
You sort of feel like the air is out of Roscoe Tanner's balloon a little bit, don't you? He's sort
Sure
of
do.
flat right now. He's not making many good shots anymore. It's not that he's not trying, but he's being steamrolled right now by Connors.
Connors has really taken away his ace, too. His strong point is, of
14-15.
course, that smoking service, and Connors has really been jumping on it when he's been able to get it in.
And you watch Connors, he is trying to put the concluder on him right here. He does not want to let up. He does not want to let Tanner get the feeling that he can get back in this match.
Game Connors.
Service ace
to
for
2
Connors.
in the third
That's
set.
number 3. And he now leads 4 games to 2 in the third set. It could be the final set if it continues like this. Leads one to speculate about the finals with perhaps Jimmy Connors against Ken Rosewall and a repeat of Wimbledon. So it took Jimmy just 92 minutes to polish off Rosewall.
3 straight sets, but Kenny, in his defense, had played a long 5-setter against Stan Smith the day before. He did not have that difficult a match.
Look at that.
15 all.
There's a song, they say, when you're hot, you're hot.
That's the kind of thing that Tanner has not been able to do as he did with much more consistency in earlier matches.
When a guy like Connors returns serve as well as he has returned the serve, it makes one press a little bit.
Might have flagged one there.
What do you mean by that?
I thought the ball was going out.
30 all. 2-4.
Out 40-30.
Good deep serve.
Game Tanner.
Roscoe Tanner holds his serve, but he's still down a service break in the third set. He trails 2-0 in this semifinal match at the U.S. Open.
Each year, more and more people are showing up on tennis courts armed with an aggressive weapon, a Wilson steel racket. Fashioned from lightweight steel with a lively steel suspension system, the racket was designed for a simple but deadly purpose: power. Get one before one gets you. The T2000 for power. The T3000 for power with added control. The powerful steel rackets from Wilson. We're not number 1 for nothing.
Now comes Miller time. Suddenly, you're the 3 best sailors on the water. And that calls for a round of the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Now we'll interrupt our U.S. Open tennis coverage for a special report from CBS News correspondent Jerry Nachman in Snake River Canyon on Evel Knievel's Sky Cycle jump.
Pat, this is Jerry Nachman. Evel Knievel did not make it, Pat. He did not make it. The Sky Cycle went off on schedule and shot straight up in the air, leaving a plume of steam behind it, and then suddenly it started to spin. The parachutes deployed as they were scheduled to do, and the rocket pointed straight down, not on the other side of the canyon, but into the Snake River below. Evel tried to get out, but he was not successful to get out of the crash, so he rode it into the water. We now understand that a helicopter recovery ship has picked him up. He's lifted out of the canyon. He waved to the crowd, and he appears to be just fine. His mission of failure, but he did survive. So this big event, this event that people have been talking about for months, that people have wondered whether it was the greatest hype in the history of the United States, turned out to be a truly breathtaking experience with Evel Knievel betting his life, winning $6 million, but winning on both ends of the bet, Pat, because he seems to be okay and alive, and we'll be talking to him soon. Jerry Nachman for CBS Television Sports in Twin Falls, Idaho, and now back to Pat Summerall in Forest Hills.
Right, Jerry, and thank you. We'll update what's happening here in the match between Jimmy Connors and Roscoe Tanner, semifinals. Connors took the first 2 points. He's serving in the far court on the right of your picture. He leads 30 love. in this game. He already leads in this set 4-3.
40 love.
It's 40 love now. Connors won the first 2 sets 7-6.
Out 40-15.
Jimmy sort of looks like he missed about 20 feet over the baseline, and the return hit in the rough area where the server stops if he's served a fault. Didn't make balance too well. It's Roscoe Tanner.
He's got to get a lot of things together to get back into this match.
He really does. It looks pretty dreary for him right now.
Out game Connors. Connors lead 5-3.
Jimmy Connors now just 1 game away from being into the semifinals, providing he can win that 1 game. Being into the finals, I'm sorry. He's in the semifinals against Ken Rosewall.
And Connors drapes himself over the net. Absolute sitter. He popped up in the air for Roscoe. Thought he did a good job to get to that ball.
Sure did. Connors, of course, not the most popular player with almost any of the spectators here, but I was talking to somebody yesterday who said, you know, I'm sitting there booing Jimmy Connors, and all of a sudden I said to myself, why am I booing this guy? Because he goes all out after every point. He's a good competitor. Double fault against Tanner, number 4. And all of a sudden he realized that, you know, how can you boo a guy like this who gives it everything he's got every point?
That won't make it.
30-15.
Roscoe Tanner fighting for his life now. 3-5 down. 30-15 on the serve.
Service ace.
It's 9 of those beauties.
Game Tanner.
And that's 10 of those beauties.
In the 3rd set.
Connors leads in the 3rd set 5-4. He won the first 2 sets in tiebreakers 7-6.
You know, when we first got married, we spent more money on camping equipment than we did on furnishing our apartment.
Yeah.
But we won't live like this forever.
That's why we opened a savings account at a savings and loan. We picked a savings and loan because we found that they finance most of the homes in the country.
When we find the house we want, our savings will be our down payment. Well, we figure, why not start out with people who can help us get all the way home?
Right.
Your savings and loan wants you to know how money works.
Save your skin, save your tan, save your summertime glow. With Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion.
If you're an outdoor girl, do what so many tennis players do. Save your skin, save your tan with Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion. Sponsors are the richest prize in women's tennis. The Vaseline Intensive Care $125,000 Grand Slam Tennis Award.
We remind you that immediately following our U.S. Open tennis coverage, CBS News will have a special report. Nixon, a full, free, and absolute pardon with correspondent Dan Rather. That news special right after our U.S. Open coverage on most of these CBS stations. Jimmy Connors returning to the near court, serving for the match against Roscoe Tanner. He leads 5-4, and he won the first 2 sets. Connors, nearest you. Tanner hanging tough.
Good scrambling plays by Connors, but it wasn't enough.
Oh.
2
serves.
Linesman changed his call. That's Morton Gold.
Connors is not happy, excuse me, Pat, happy with himself at all.
Connors now 2 points away from the match.
Double match point for Jim Connors.
He was seeded #1.
There's Chrissy Everett. I believe that's Jimmy's mother next to her. I'm not really sure. I have met Mrs. Connors.
That's it.
There it is.
Jimmy Connors, and there is Chrissy Everett to her right, on the left of your picture, Pancho Segura, who has taught Connors so much. Connors against Rosewall, a classic final tomorrow afternoon on CBS. Also, Billie Jean King against Ivan Goolagong. The winner, Jimmy Connors, who in straight sets has eliminated Roscoe Tanner, 7-6, 7-6, and 6-4.
Buick introduces an automobile dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone. Skyhawk, the smallest Buick in 60 years. Catch one at your Buick dealer, September 27th. Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
I'm 67 years old, and except for the 28 Roadster I had before I was married, I've driven nothing but family cars all my life. Seems that when Harriet and I were raising the 4 boys, we needed 4 doors and big seats and all that. But now I've got an Opel. I'm one guy who's tired of seeing the kids have all the fun.
Buick's Opel, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
This is Ken Rosewall, who today advanced to the finals against Jimmy Connors now. And Tony Trabert, I'll let you ask the questions.
Well, first of all, Kenny, what I want to know is what you're going to do with all your dough.
Oh, giving a lot of it to Uncle Sam, Tony. You know, that's the way it's been going.
You know, everyone is really marvelous, Kenny, at the shape that you're in and the reflexes that you still have. You're 39. That's not young for a tennis player. What really keeps you going after all these years?
Well, I don't.
For money.
No, not really. It's, well, you know, you take it whether it's a big tournament or a small tournament. I think I kind of have the enthusiasm for, you know, trying to stay in shape and also trying to play as well as I can whenever I play. I guess it doesn't happen as much as I would like it to. I think all of the players kind of feel the same way, that like John today, when I played him, I don't think he played quite as well as he would like to. His serve went off and he lost a bit of confidence in the rest of his game. But, you know, he was out there really trying hard, because I've been at it a lot longer than a lot of these other guys, and I'm very happy that I can still kind of stay there with a lot of these good young players that are coming into the game.
Kenny, we thank you very much, and we certainly wish you much good luck tomorrow against Jimmy Connors.
Okay.
Great to have you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
We want to call in Jimmy Connors now, if we could. Kenny? Jimmy, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Hi,
Just
Tony.
a great match.
Jimmy, you're in the finals now, as everyone knows. Do you have any particular play or any tactics that you plan to use against Kenny Rosewall?
Well, I think I just like to try and play him the way I did at Wimbledon. I think I saw Kenny play against Newcomb a little bit on television. I've seen him play a little bit all through the week, and as always, he's the master. You know, he's playing great. So I'm just going to go into the match trying to play like I have all week and try to get the ball in play, keep the ball low, and try to move myself around to keep myself moving so I can try to run down a lot of his shots.
Can you tell us quickly what you'll do tomorrow morning in a way of eating, and will you hit some before you play?
Oh, I think, you know, mostly my routine would be always the same. I wake up, I have a little breakfast, I come out here and I'll hit a few, maybe an hour, hour and a half before I play, and then take a shower and maybe have a little soup or something before I go out and play Kenny tomorrow. But just because I'm in the finals, I'm not going to change my routine or do anything different. You know, it's the same. I'll get up, you know, maybe about the same time. No radical changes, really.
Jimmy, we wish you well tomorrow. Thanks so much for coming up.
My pleasure.
Jimmy Connors and Ken Rosewall, and they'll be in the finals tomorrow. We'll return to the West Side Tennis Club in Forest Hills in just a moment.
Now, for your double-edged razor, Schick presents the first twin double-edged blade. 2002. 2 edges on each side to shave you closer, stroke for stroke, than any double-edged blade. Teflon coated. Rounded corners to reduce nicks. 2002. It fits your double-edged razor. It's the close, safe, twin double-edged blade from Schick.
Your engine takes one heck of a beating, enduring more heat and stress than you can imagine. It's thirsty for an oil that's rich and tough enough to take it. Pennzoil's the oil. Pure Pennsylvania-grade crude oil, an oil that always performs. And since Pennzoil has its own additive, you don't pay extra for anything, but you have to ask for Pennzoil to get it.
I've tried probably just about every headache remedy. There's definitely a difference in Anacin.
Right, Mrs. Estrin. While all 3 leading pain relievers reach an effective level in your bloodstream in minutes, in the final analysis, only one of them hits and holds the highest level, Anacin. This difference is the extra pain reliever Anacin provides when you have a headache.
I don't think about Anacin if it's going to work. I know it's going to work.
And millions take Anacin without stomach upset. Anacin for a higher level of pain reliever.
And the women's finals tomorrow, Julie Heldman, Billie Jean King, and Yvonne Goolagong. You picked Miss King before. Did you change your mind?
No, I still go with Miss King. I'll be watching you doing the broadcasting from Cleveland, where I have to go. I'm sorry I won't be able to be with you. I'll have to be with the United States team, and we're hoping to get Goolagong next week.
We'll miss you, Julie. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, I enjoyed it.
Tony Trabert, you pick a winner.
Well, Pat, sentimentally, I'd like to see Kenny Rosewall do it. I'm afraid Jimmy Connors has too many guns, particularly off the return of serve. So I've got to go with Jimmy Connors, a #1 seed.
Okay. Be with us tomorrow afternoon on CBS for both the men's and the ladies' finals. This is Pat Summerall with Tony Trabert and Julie Heldman saying goodbye from the West Side Tennis Club in Forest Hills, New York.
The U.S. Open Tennis Championships have been sponsored by Buick, importers of 1974 Opel Mata, Mata Lexus, Mata Rally, 1.9-liter sedan, and Sport Wagon. And by Wilson Sporting Goods Company, #1 in tennis. The U.S. Open Tennis Championships have been produced by CBS Television Sports on the #1 network. A deranged killer and his sons decide that Matt Dillon must die. See the tense manhunt as Gunsmoke begins a new season of excitement tomorrow night on CBS.